far away from understanding that. Yes, sir.
Well, I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
The first one, if we make the hypothesis that when you invented TCP/IP, you believed that it was a step to democracy, to mass democracy. You believe the same now, or you have changed your mind from then?
Well, when I was designing TCP/IP with Bob Kahn, we didn't know all the applications that this internet was going to support. In fact, we thought it was important that we did not know. And so we designed it to be as general as possible to allow for any conceivable application. And that also meant we didn't know what should be connected to what. So we said, because we don't know, we should allow anything to connect to anything else. And my theory was, if you didn't want to talk, you didn't have to. So if you sent me an email or a packet, I could throw it away if I wanted to, or send you a note saying, I don't want to talk to you. Or I might even challenge you and say, why should I talk to you? So that was my model for defense, that everything should talk to everything, and if I didn't want to, I could stop. The trouble with that is that it still invites denial of service attacks, massive traffic flowing in your direction. So I am now more comfortable with the idea that we could deliberately decide not to allow certain things to talk to other things, sort of like having a white list. Even though I still think anything to anything is going to be important, especially if you don't know who you are going to serve. So think about the World Wide Web and all the users that are on it, and you are a service to that 3.5 billion people. That you don't know which of them is going to come to you. You want the ability to connect, to discover whether or not they are customers, for example, or interested in what you have to offer. But there are other cases where the system ought to inhibit this kind of interconnection. And so now I think I am broadening my view of how routing could work and should work. So we have different kinds of routing tables depending on what we're trying to accomplish.